Oh, I just step out the shower. Yes, I'm in love with my mirror. I keep saying that a lot. So let me tell you a little bit of the story about this mirror that you guys, that is basically holding my phone, and it's basically giving me all this light and this ambiance. It's like shady, okay? This glam room for a very long time, but I don't want it to be like super like, oh my god, glam room, like spend so much money because it is a rental, so I have to put everything back when I like leave in like in 3 years or something like that. But still, come on now. So I was like, okay, how can I make this room suitable for me and, you know, still not fucking up the budget or anything like that? So I originally had my three big ideas that I really wanted to this room to have, and I wanted to have like a dark color on these walls that you see that it's off-white right here, that is so gross. I hate the off-white. I think it's the most horrible, disgusting color. Whoever invented it or thinks it's cute, it's like horrible. You guys are losers. I'm sorry. This is fucking ugly color. It's like piss. Really? Dry piss. No. So anyway, I wanted the place to be painted, the room. I wanted a beautiful chandelier, and I wanted a big mirror. I wanted a floor-to-ceiling mirror. I wanted it big, and I wanted to have like something around it to make it like dramatic, whatever, and all that bullshit. So anyway, I was doing my research. I found the chandelier that I like in Home Depot. It's really cool, but then I couldn't find the box for the apartment to turn off the electricity for I can like do this stuff. Have somebody do it for me, okay? But still, because she's so fragile, she could like fall and break something. So I was like, okay, how can I do this? So I was like, fuck it. I can't find the fucking box everywhere. There's one box in the kitchen, but the thing is, in the kitchen, when I open it and I started turning off the lights, it just turns off the kitchen lights and that's it. It didn't even do anything in the room. And I was like, it's only have 3 little buttons. I'm like, come on now, really? So I was like, fuck it. So anyway, my lights never got shut off, so I guess no one can find the damn box. So I was like, scratch that out. Then about the paint. Okay, the thing is, like, this is an off-white paint, and anyone that's like has a rental apartment does understand this. You have to put the apartment back the way you found it. But the thing is, with this paint, I try to find the paint for I can match it later on. Oh my god, it's a lot of chest hair. Forgot to wax. So I was like, no, I'm just adjusting and touching myself at the same time. So I was like, no, I'm not gonna like invest in this. It's like way too much time and way too much money. So I was like, fuck it. I'm not gonna get the paint. And it just like destroyed me. So I was like, okay, I used to have to get one thing that I wanted for this damn room that I wanted to do, because I used to use this room as an office. So I saw the mirror was perfect. This is a long mirror. This is like, it's a beauty mirror, but it's like for makeup. So it has the bulbs on the sides, as you saw before. So I loved it. Ow, I just touched the bulb and it burned my cooch. So I mean, it was supposed to be these bulbs I was supposed to touch. So I got it and I was like, oh my god, I love it. This is wonderful. Not that I got it yet, sorry. I almost lost track. Oh, so sweaty. So again, I told her husband, because he purchased the mirror, I was like, oh, are you guys gonna use the mirror? And he was like, no, we're not gonna use the mirror. And I was like, I said it just like that, calmly and beautiful, as you can see. I looked cute that day too. So I was like, oh, he was like, I'm not gonna use the mirror. I was like, fine. I was like, oh, if you're interested in selling it to me, you know, let's make that type of transaction. He was like, turned around with an attitude, and then he was like, oh, I have to look at the invoice. I don't know how much I spent and all that stuff, and I don't know what my wife is gonna think. He said her name, but I don't want to say her name right now. But, and all that stuff, and he walked away. I was like, all you had to say was no. Simple. 2 letters. No. And I would go with my little fairy little way. Like, really? Really, all you can say is no, really? So he had his whole big fit, so I told his wife, because she's more flexible with things. So I was like, oh, look, you have that mirror, whatever, and I understand that your husband purchased it. I said his name, but I don't want to say his name right now. And she was like, oh yeah. I'm gonna see how much he purchased it for, and we could discuss about it. And I was like, perfect. But the thing was, it's like, you guys purchased this mirror 2 days before I saw it and I told you about it. How you forget the price? It's like people that just don't want to give you shit. Like, swear to God. Because, like, really? If you went to the store 2 days ago and you'd be like, oh, I have to look at the invoice. Just say it costs $300, it costs $200. Like, come on now. Don't be stupid. So, I did my Google, because the mirror is from Crate and Barrel, I think it is. Or something like that. Look at that, 2 days ago. Really, girl? I think it's from Crate and Barrel. Or, no. Hardware map. When I Googled the mirror and I saw it, and it said $700. So I was like, okay, this guy, the mirror was $1,500. It went down to $700 on sale. So I'm like, all you have to say is $700. Like, really? Like, I don't understand what's the big deal. If you don't want to sell it to me, just say no. It's totally fine. Like, come on now. She's going to get her, she finds her way. Like, get out of here. So anyways, I was like, fine, I'm not gonna deal with this shit because it's like too much work. So then she comes like 2 or 3 days, calls me back, and she was like, oh, are you still interested in the mirror? I was like, yes, I'm still interested in the mirror, because I kind of felt like they didn't know what to do with the mirror. So they were like, what we're gonna do, are we gonna dump it, or we're gonna put it in someone's house, or anything like that, because they do have several homes. So they were like, no, they didn't really want it. So I was like, fine, like, give it to the person that asked for it the first time. So then they were like, fine, let's give you the mirror. So I was like, fine. So I was like, so how much? Tell me. They still haven't told me a price, but I did know the price. So she was like, don't worry, I'm going to look at it and I'm going to see it. Then one day I went to work and I came with a jumpsuit. Yes, she was like, oh, delicious, a leather jumpsuit from Topshop. It wasn't even that fancy, but she did have Lucas on. Okay. So I went to work and she was like, oh my God, I love your jumpsuit. I love it, love it, love it. I want it. And I was like, well, I got it in Topshop. I could just go right after work and get you one. She was like, no, I want that one. I want that one. I want that one. I want that one. I was like, right off my sweaty back. It wasn't sweaty yet, but it was pleather. So I was like, she was like, you can give me that. We'll trade it for the mirror. I was like, what? I'm going to give you this jumpsuit. Not this one, but I'm going to give you this leather jumpsuit that cost me $120. And you are going to give me a $700 mirror? Ah! I was like, yeah. Okay, sorry, I get into my shit. So I was like, okay, this is a perfect trade. So she got two guys to deliver it to my house when I wasn't even there. I hated that part. Like, she literally arranged someone to come to my house without my permission, come to my job. I know those guys anyway. They work for us too, they work for the company, and take my keys to come to my house and do it. And I was like, first of all, it's a kind of like a violation. I hate that she loves to control everything. My boss is like, she's a control freak. She wants to control your life and everyone else. The moment that you walk in and you're hired, she's gonna control your life. And the moment that you walk in and come for a service, you're done, okay? It's done. Done deal. So I was like, okay, fine. So I'm doing my thing dandy and I get paid every week. So, you know, she's like in her daisy days, letting her hair grow and letting her hair down to the floor. Just normal. That's my normal life. So I noticed that I get paid. So I was like, you know what? It's okay. Maybe, you know, something happened. I'll get paid the next day. Next day, didn't get paid. Then it's Friday, meaning today. Didn't get paid. Then I was like, oh, just to let you know, this is a text that I was sending her because I left work. And I don't like talking about money. I hate money. I hate it. I don't like talking about it. It's like, it's a done deal. It's like, whatever, you know what like, I'll just deal with it. So she was like, and mind you, the mirror was already in my house. So I'm like, oh, I didn't get paid. She was like, yeah, I took the money out I took the money from your check. She took my whole check. And I was like, there should be something coming back, like a little bit coming back. I'm not gonna say how much I get, but I'm just like, really? She took my whole check, didn't even tell me, and still didn't tell me the price, how much she's supposedly trying to charge me for. I was like, really? Just say it. If you don't want to give something to someone, just say no. It's totally fine. And if you do give it to someone, don't lie to them and give them something, a trade-off, and then turn out to be like a fucking nothing. And I was like, I really like that jumpsuit. It was so cute. And I gave it to that stupid bitch for a mirror, and she just like totally shanked me. Didn't want to give it to me. Just wanted to rant. Not a big deal. She's still beautiful. I still got my mirror. Didn't get my jumpsuit, but I still got my mirror, and I love it. Oh, these boobs are coming out. Wish they were bigger. Oh, you see? Fucking disgusting. That's why I wear my robes, everything. Thank you guys for watching, and you know what to do at the end of this video. Alright.